Hi everyone, today's a polish video and I will be showing you my project polish progress. Project polish is something I haven't done in the last year, so this is just to pick up and go for this year to try and maybe clean up some of my polishes that I'm kind of running low on or I really enjoy and I want to finish up, just to have a little bit more room, breathing room within my polish rack. I polish my nails maybe 2 to 3 times a week. I polish my toenails probably every couple of weeks. I correct my nail polish, so I will take off a nail that's chipped or isn't looking good, or I would fix it up. So I am constantly using my polishes, and I have been known to get through some polishes pretty regularly. Let's start with the row, which I organized the colors over here by saturation and hue. So this is going to be an organized update. First and foremost, I have KB Shimmer Nail Polish. Dust in the Bottle is the name of the shade, and this is a sparse scattered hollow. This is my favorite type of shade to throw on top of another polish to renew it, or as a top coat, or wear it on its own in 2 coats. It's just a very delicate look, which I really enjoy. I like the glitter. I would probably, and it's like not really a glitter, it's so micro that it's completely smooth, almost completely smooth when it's on the nail. So it's really a lovely, lovely polish. It was a little bit used during the last video, but I've used it a ton, mostly as top coat and as a refresh for the top coat to keep the polish shiny on second, third day of wear. There's not a whole lot left, really. I don't anticipate that will last me more than 1 to 2 updates. And I really, really enjoy this polish. I will likely be repurchasing it. I do have something similar from Orly that's standing there awaiting its turn. So I'll try the Orly piece, Orly color. And then if that's not cutting the mustard, I would go back and just repurchase this KB Shimmer one, because I think they are permanent. If not, I would be quite upset. So this is a really, really beautiful micro holographic sparse scattered shimmer, very, very tiny, and extremely pleasant to use. So I think very delicate on the nails, very work appropriate, even because it is so sparse and so tiny. Lovely polish. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll last me very long, just because I did have such a lot of use on it. I didn't have a lot left on this guy, and this is Pink Before You Leap by OPI. This was my silver micro shimmer and slightly transparent pink base, one of my favorite polishes to ever have been made. Let me know if you know a dupe for this, because I'd love to purchase it again, but it was so long ago that they produced it. It's just impossible to find online at this point. So Pink Before You Leap, if you know a dupe for this or something similar. So micro silver flake, super tiny silver flakes in a transparent pink hued base. What a beautiful nail polish. I really enjoyed it, to the point where I even got a nail polish thinner to get the very last of it out. I don't think there's even enough for 1 manicure at this point, but I loved this polish. Unfortunately, it's now finished, but not unfortunately. Why do I say unfortunately? I don't have this beautiful shade anymore. I'd love to have it back. I'm hoping to find something similar. However, I'm happy that the shade that I liked so much was used up completely. I like when that happens. It's somehow somewhat satisfying, just because you know you're getting use of your stuff. So this guy is sort of getting ditched because it's used up. Another polish that I used up, so I used up 2, this is the second one, is Blank RT number 80 from Yves Saint Laurent. It was almost empty when I included it anyway. It was a freebie, an easy thing to finish up. It's an okay white. This is not my favorite white, not the best white. It isn't chalky, so that's good, I suppose, but it's a 2 to 3 coater, 2 coater when it's thickened up, 3 coater normally, which I think for white is doable, but not perfect. I am going to look for a better white. Let me know if you know of a really good white. hopefully something that is easy to find. You know, mainstream. I would prefer not to order from like indie websites because their shipping tends to be extortionist, not their fault. However, if I just want one nail polish, I'd prefer something that is easily findable in the drugstore if possible. So let's share down below. Do you know of a really great white from a mainstream brand that is easy to get your hands on, and you don't need to like search high and low online for some kind of a offbeat you know, indie brand that will cost a lot to ship? So leave that down below. We're all curious. White nail polish, what are your recommendations? This was okay. It was pretty good enough for me to use up, and I did enjoy using it. I wouldn't repurchase this. It's very expensive and the payoff wasn't really fantastic. And the wear time was just okay. For me, these are not polishes that have extreme wear time. They're just fine. They have good wear time, not fantastic wear time. Nevertheless, I'm glad to be done with it, and I'm putting it aside. A transparent white with micro shimmer that is very fresh and gives a really beautiful transparent manicure is this one from Girly Bits. I do like Girly Bits, and if I am making a bigger indie order, I will pay attention to Girly Bits because their formula actually works quite well on me. This is called January Morning. I used it maybe once or twice. Because I was focusing on the blank RT as a white, I was kind of neglectful with my Girly Bits polish, and there's really not much sort of progress on it. Therefore, I didn't even mark it up because what's the point? I didn't use very much up. I really like this polish. I really like the look that it gives, and I prefer to use it in 1 to 2 coats as a very transparent nail brightening sort of situation. After it's done, I will likely purchase it again because I do like it enough for that. Not every polish gets such a like from me that I am a repurchase customer. It's only happened with maybe a handful, maybe like 10 polishes in my life that I've repurchased, excluding base coat and top coat, just like color polishes. I really haven't repurchased them frequently. So this is definitely a candidate for this, but I'll first use it up. It's starting to get slightly more thick. I might have to add a little bit of thinner going forward, but for now it's working well. I will continue using it and enjoying it. There is another polish that I haven't used much of because I was focusing on another nude. That's what happens when you include a couple of polishes within the same family. For instance, 2 nudes, you're probably just going to use one of them. This is Sunday's polish in number 02. This is a transparent baby pink, really lovely. I love how it looks on the nails. That's why I put it into this project. However, there are pros and cons to it. It looks beautiful and it is very long lasting on my nails. However, it is one of the polishes that's going to take a while to dry. So mixed bag on this guy. I have not been using it lately, so don't have a lot of progress, don't have a lot to talk about. I think I may have used it once, maybe not at all. But I will be refocusing on it once the other nude is a little bit more used up, so that I can maybe have just one nude going at a time. That's probably a good idea. The nude that I was focusing on is this Essie. This is Topless and Barefoot. Some of my nails have that one on them today. For instance, these two and the pointer. This is Topless and Barefoot, and that's how it looks on my nails, on my skin tone. I did have some use. Not a ton, but a very respectable amount for a few weeks. I did a few manicures, probably maybe 3 or 4 manicures with it. So I am happy with the progress. I don't think that it's long for this world. I think it's not going to survive a ton. So I will continue using it. This is a candidate for finishing up. Maybe I'll focus on it a little bit more and get it out and finish it up in the next month or so. But Topless and Barefoot is a good polish. I would consider repurchasing it, but I do have a lot of nudes that I still have to get through, so it's not a necessity. It's just one of the things that I can consider in the future. The other Essie I had previously, and I've made some progress on, is this Go Ginza. It's a baby pink, sort of on the cool side. of things, and this polish I picked for springtime, but I've been reaching for it already. I did an ombre. It's on sort of half nail manicure right now for me on some of my nails, and it's a very, very pretty color. I like it a lot. I think it's not that special of a pink, but if you like a cool tone pink of OK formula, two-coater, I think you would do well picking this one up if it's your thing in terms of coloring. I will probably finish it this spring. I don't anticipate that I will repurchase it. I do have quite a few pinks to get through, so this is not going to be top of the list to get it again polish, but I do like it, and I do think that it's a very pretty color and it's a good look. It's a good pink. I will keep using it, probably another couple of updates and that one might be out. The nude one, the Topless and Barefoot, might be maybe 1 to 2 updates as well. The Go Ginza, probably 2 updates or more, but I do think that I'll use it up before summer comes, because it is a very nice spring color. So I do tend to go through spring colors in the spring. I very much gravitate towards that palette, the spring palette. This is the color that I'm adding. So I've used up 2, and I'm adding 1. And what I'm adding is another Essie, but this one is from the Gel Couture line. And what I was craving is I was thinking to myself, well, what am I missing here? Obviously, it's mostly nudes and pinks. And I was missing something bright and poppy and colorful and fun. And I was missing reds, because this red, as you will find out in a second, is on its last leg. So I would like to have a red in here. What would I not mind carrying through the spring and the summer? I chose an orangey red, a very bright poppy orangey red. And this is 260 flashed. So if you are into Gel Couture formula, flashed is a really, really good bright red. I do like them for summer, the bright red nails, I mean. I do like them for summer. And I will probably use it up by the end of the summer. I don't expect it to exceed summertime. And this is one of the 2 bright reds that I have on my polish rack in general from what I own. So this is going to be a really nice spring to summer red. I suspect that I will reach for other colors for the spring, but a red is a red is a red. And if you have a good red with a good formula, which this is a pretty good formula, and you like the color, which I really like this color. I've been leaning into orange reds, which I've never done in my life. So this is a new sensation to me, which is also why I only have 2. The other one is from OPI. I'll show it to you sometime, but I'm super pumped to have a bit of a bright pop of color in here, and I will definitely use it on my toes especially. I do tend to go for either mid-tone reds or nudes or pinks on my nails, and I do tend to go for dark colors and reds on my toes. Speaking of dark colors and reds, there is this guy. This is Speak for Your Elf by OPI. This was some kind of a Christmas collection a few years ago, and it's hard to tell because this is a very thick glitter. It thickened up like a mofo, and unfortunately, I tried adding thinner to it, and it's starting to get to the point where it's not savable. There is very little left, but there is some left still, so I am going to continue, maybe get 1 more manicure, maybe 2 out of it, or maybe 2 pedicures. It would last probably for another manicure or 2 pedicures, and that'll probably take care of it because the polish is goopy. It is pretty thick, and it is not responding to nail thinner at this point, which I do find bizarre because nail thinner usually works very well, but because it's a glitter, it's a red, shimmery, glittery situation over here, it is much more difficult to get back to where it's supposed to be in terms of texture. I will try again, but if I fail and it no longer responds to thinner, then it's going to be a dunzo polish for next time we speak. So these are the polishes I have over here. I have finished up 2. I'm adding in 1. 1 I think is definitely going to be done by next update. And the Topless and Barefoot from Essie might be a goner as well, because I do tend to focus on it and use it quite a bit. Another thing that may finish up before next update is the KB Shimmer dust in the bottle. This could also be done just because I'm using it like crazy. I might include Orly after that, just to compare them and see which one I like better. So we'll see. So far pretty good progress. About 2 polishes, 1 a month or so, and I will continue using up my polishes and update you on how it's going. Are you doing a project polish? Do you have your rack out with your winter or spring polishes? If so, what do you have on there so that you can share with us what colors you're tending to gravitate towards during the season? Also, do you have any advice on how to thin the glitters apart from applying nail polish thinner, which isn't working very well right now? Leave that down below as well. Lastly, if you remember, I did ask you for a recommendation for a good white, preferably something very easily accessible from a brand that you can just walk in and buy locally, or something that is easy to find. That's it for today. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.